Hey you beautiful buccaneers, 'tis only days away before Flameheart finally shows his corporeal face to us all denizens and burns his way through the Sea of Thieves. And I think I speak for the entire community that the hype train is very much back in town. Apart from those few people who don't play the game anymore but insist in trying to make the rest of us stop, of course. Oh, they're cute. But with the Burning Blade only being a few world events away, let's talk on some of the finer points about the entire event, in hopes that I can help you guys understand fully what you're actually supposed to be doing to capitalize on this new world event. Firstly, balance. The Burning Blade can be taken by any size crew, but the smaller the crew, the more AI support they get. A solo slooper, for example, will get an entire entourage of skeleton helpers to assist in repairs and cannon firing. Ever been broadside with a skeleton galleon chucking aimbot curses and cannonballs directly at your forehead? Well, now you'll be in control of that. Have fun. A galleon crew, for example, will get a skeleton crew. I made it funny, because it's skeletons and skeleton crew. But most of the repairs and cannon support will be up to the crew, not the skeleton crew. It's an attempt to make the Burning Blade as balanced as possible in this weird, wacky pirate world where everyone's different. But I think it's important to state that being a solo slooper is hard mode. Always has been, always will be. That is until they add a new ship made for solo players. Rare. Rare? The Burning Blade is a world event and is within the world events queue, meaning that when the Burning Blade is active, it's considered a world event. Therefore, the dreams of completing a Fort of Fortune on the Burning Blade, I'm afraid, will have to be extinguished. There is a chance, of course, that the Fort of the Damned could be activated, but that is not confirmed yet. However, I think it's very important to iterate the purpose of this world event. Although yes, you will have this massive powerful ship, the entire purpose of the event, if you choose to take control, is to complete the newly added skeleton camps, where below the surface ancient temples are found. Completing these short puzzle areas will grant you with the Orb of Secrets, and this orb will be absorbed into the ship as tribute. Yes, that's right, there is no need to bring any loot on board. The Burning Blade absorbs the orb, which adds to the value of the ship when the crew finally decides to hand in at Reaper's hideout. But this tribute value will also be displayed on the map as a small icon, showing the entire server how much tribute the Burning Blade is worth. Sinking the Burning Blade will spawn the Sword of Souls, which can be sold to any trading company for gold and reputation, and the Sword of Souls will increase in value and reputation depending on how many skeleton camps the crew of the Burning Blade complete. So, if you want a massive payout, don't be that fool that instantly starts firing at the man Burning Blade. Tail them, do not attack, and certainly don't stop them from completing rituals at the camps. The entire purpose of this world event, for both the crew manning the ship and those who want to take it down, is to let the crew amass a large amount of tribute. So use strategy, be cunning, think like a pirate. Also keep in mind that in order for the crew of the Burning Blade to earn their amassed tribute, they will need to hand in at Reaper's hideout. They have no other choice. So take some time to set up a trap. This isn't a kill it until it's dead world event. It's all about strategy. Create traps, set up alliances, think outside of the box. Once the Burning Blade has been taken by a crew, it cannot be retaken. It can only be sunk. So there is absolutely no point in attacking on sight. Unless of course they've already amassed a large amount of tribute. This really is something that the developers have not explained very well in their showcase videos, so heed my words. I have no doubt there will be commendations surrounding the amassed tribute for both the crew and those opposing the Burning Blade too, so if you want to get your hand on some of these very swanky looking new cosmetics, keep that in mind. So although no other world events will be spawning during the Burning Blade's Pleasure Cruise of Death, you can understand why world events are not in play. It would be entirely pointless from a gameplay perspective for the Burning Blade to tackle a Fort of Fortune or take down a skeleton ship event. It would serve only those on the Burning Blade, and because the Burning Blade is a world event, it needs to have a functionality outside of just the day-to-day norm of tucking on a fort and waiting until they bring the kegs on board. Also, let's be completely honest, the servers couldn't handle it there. I said it. When the Burning Blade spawns as a world event, it will rise from the seas, and its dominance will be obvious due to another new tornado-style marker on the map that the entire server can see. It will also be marked on the map with a very obvious icon throughout its entire duration, even if it's manned by players. When it spawns, it will be controlled by AI that will patrol the map and attack anyone who is close. To gain control, you have to fire at it as you would a regular skeleton ship until you see this very obvious shockwave of fire. At this point, you and your crew must scramble on board and pledge allegiance to the ship. Once successful, the Burning Blade will repair its damage instantly, your old ship will sink, and the Burning Blade will now be your new vessel. As I stated before, if you land on a server and it's already controlled by other players, the only option you have is to sink it. You cannot retake it. But once sunk, it gives you the Sword of Souls, and as stated before, is a loot item, but also a new cursed weapon that acts just like a regular sword, but can set people on fire with each swing. And in good old Rare fashion, this is showcased in a scenario that you'll never see happen. Ow. Oh, I'm on fire. You win this one. I'll get you next time, Inspector Gadget. As much as I'm looking forward to sailing around in this beast of a ship, as I'm sure a lot of you are, I think the real fun in the months to come is going to be thinking up cunning ways to take it down. The sword loot item with a larger mass tribute is going to get you some pretty big gains in both gold and reputation across the seas. So as much as being a member of its crew is going to be exciting, I simply cannot wait to see what the community does to try and foil its plans. Really looking forward to this update, as I'm sure you are. There will be plenty more videos coming out over the next few days talking about every facet of this new season, from guides to gameplay and whatever lore can be found. So please remember to drop a like and hit that sub what's it for all the news as it comes in. The update goes live this week on July 25th, and I'll be live over on Twitch gifting out Twitch drops for anyone watching. Links to the stream and links of how to take part are all down below in the description and the pinned comments. Mere days separate us from the resurrection of Flameheart. It's been a long time, but it's finally here. Stay safe, happy sailing, and please remember, always think like a pirate. Also, more important than all of that, toucans!
Set sail on the burning blade, fire in my eyes. Sea of thieves in face, under darkened skies. Curse the winds in my black, death in the air. I'll attack with a pirate's flare. Feel my fire of doom, feel my flame.